This feels really weird. Does my hair look good? Why am I nervous? Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so obviously it's been a fat minute since I posted. I think it's been over a year. I was like scrolling back in my feed to like see when I last posted, and I think it was first semester freshman year. So it's been a minute and we have a lot of catching up to do. So the first thing I want to address is why I'm coming back and why I was gone for so long. Okay, so first off, why I stopped posting. College is hard. Like, I'm a biology major, I have a psychology minor, and I'm graduating a year early. So it's like a lot at all times. So studying, prioritizing my health, spending time with friends, everything like school related really consumes a lot of my time. But honestly, I probably could have kept filming, but I decided to take a break because I felt like, first of all, I didn't really like the content that I was posting. I was always really insecure when I was filming. I didn't feel like I could be like my authentic self. And I kind of had a weird phase right when I went into college of kind of figuring out who I was again. Not that I'm like a different person, but I definitely have had a lot of growth, and that's partially because of the environment, but also just like I'm growing up. I mean, I turned 20 in 2 weeks, I think, which is really scary, but I don't know. I feel like I've had a lot of growth this past year being offline, although I haven't been entirely offline. Like, I'm posting like stupid stuff on TikTok and on Instagram, and I've still been consuming content, but I'm kind of trying to shift away from consuming as much content and spending so much time on the internet, and I really want to use it as a creative outlet because I felt like that's what I really miss. I went to school and then my life really just became friends, schoolwork, and working out, which have always been like very key parts of my life, but having that be my entire life and not really having any sort of creative outlet, not a whole lot of time for myself, all of that kind of led me to really consider if I wanted to come back to YouTube and what kind of content I would be putting out, and if I'm ready to kind of put my life back out on the internet. Because the biggest thing that deterred me away from continuing to post was that authenticity thing and not really liking what I was posting. But also I felt like when I was recording, I felt so detached from being present in the moment. I was like always focused on getting a perfect picture, getting a good clip for my video, or taking time away from friends and family to edit and stuff like that. I don't know. It was very consuming, but I think I am at a level of maturity that I can come back and kind of approach it in the right way. And I really want to be able to use YouTube to kind of continue to document my life and share it with you guys, because I feel so lucky that I have been given this platform, and I'm kind of sad that I haven't really used it to its full potential. So that's why I'm coming back, and I'm really excited to really try and be more consistent about posting and being active, but also not letting it consume my entire life. Like, I don't think that weekly posts are going to be sustainable for me. My goal is going to be to try and post once every 2 weeks, and that may have to be more flexible, but yeah, that's my intention. I'm back, and I really want to continue to grow and share my life online. So obviously, since I've been gone for so long, there's kind of a lot to catch up on. So let's do a quick run through of what's going on in my life up to this date. So I am currently a sophomore at Clemson University, although I have junior standing in credit hours, which is why I'm going to be graduating early. I am living in an apartment with 3 of my best friends. Actually, one of my friends that I was rooming with this past fall semester left to study abroad in the spring. So we have a new roommate that I'm super excited to meet. But overall, my relationships with my friends at school have grown so much. I'm so grateful for the girls that are in my life. If you're still following me on Instagram, and you've probably seen me post them, but I feel so grateful that I've found friends that truly bring out the best in me and people who I feel like I can be my most authentic self with. Another person in my life that I really care about is my boyfriend. I actually have to talk to him about seeing if he wants to like be in my videos and be online, because I respect his privacy and his decisions and stuff like that to have a presence. But we've been dating for almost 2 years. He's actually currently in Patagonia with his brother and grandpa, which he and I actually did that trip last December, which was amazing and life-changing. But yeah, love him so much, and we'll have a discussion and make a mutual decision on if he wants to be in my videos. Oh, I didn't even comment on the background. It's literally the same as every other video I've filmed at home, but I'm back in my childhood childhood house, I guess you could say. I'm still on winter break. It's currently January 3rd. Happy New Year, by the way. Oh my god, I feel like this is so like scattered. I'm just talking out of my ass, but it's fine. So I'm here with my family, my mom, dad, and brother. You guys have seen him in a million other videos. And then I'll go back to school on Monday, January 6th. And so I'll be going back for spring semester, and my spring is gonna be a lot more different than this past fall has been. So I actually considered coming back to YouTube in the fall, but my classes, let me tell you, they were insane. Like, I took organic chemistry, which is notoriously one of the hardest classes that you can take as like a pre-health major. It was very difficult. It consumed a lot of my time, a lot of my life. I took some biology classes. I had a shit ton of labs. I'm in this like scholarship class. My schedule was crazy last semester, but this semester is looking a lot lighter class-wise, which is why I decided that this would be the best time for me to come back and get readjusted to posting on YouTube. But also stacked on top of that, I'm gonna be working a part-time job. So I don't know if I said anything about this in my last video that I posted a year ago, but I was originally pre-med coming into Clemson and wanted to pursue becoming a doctor in the future. So my goals have actually shifted, and I'm now on the pre-PA pathway, which is a physician's assistant. You can look up like the details about it, but generally it's basically the same thing as being a doctor, except you don't have the final say and like full autonomy. So like say I wanted to open my own practice, I would have to open it alongside a doctor with an MD. And then if there's like a surgery going on and someone has to make a call on what we do next, the doctor would make that decision and I kind of like follow suit. But physician's assistants aren't just assistants to the doctors, as the name implies. Like, I'll have full autonomy to prescribe medication, do one-on-one patient care, complete procedures like surgeries, injections, all that kind of stuff. And I ultimately decided on this route for two primary reasons. First of all, I did not want to kind of lose my 20s and early 30s to being in school and pursuing becoming a doctor. The length of time and dedication it takes to become a doctor is so respectable and so incredible to the people who choose to pursue that, but I just did not want to lose that time, and I didn't have the same goals as would be necessary to be a doctor. I don't want my whole life to be being a doctor, and I really wanted my life to be life first, work second. Second of all, my like biggest fear ever is being dissatisfied in my life, and a big part of that is like being dissatisfied in your job. Like, you commit to a job for your entire life, like yes, you can shift around, but if I went to medical school and became a gynecologist, for example, I can't really shift out of that. If I wanted to shift to a different specialty, I would have to go back to school and study for many more years to become specialized in another specialty. But the amazing thing about becoming a PA is that I have lateral mobility. So if I choose to specialize in, say, family medicine, I can then later, like 4 years after working in that field, shift into ER or shift into gynecology. My intention as of right now is to become specialized in psychology because I love mental health, and that's still like the biggest passion of mine, and I want to pursue that for the rest of my life. But if I work in that field and I decide later down the line that I want to do something else, I have the power to do that, which is so important to me. So that's why I decided to shift to PA, and I'm really excited to continue pursuing this field. But back to my job, one of the biggest differences between the application process for medical school and PA school is the patient care hours. Medical school focuses a little bit more on like the research side of things, whereas PA school requires so many patient care hours going into it, and I have zip as of right now. So this spring I'm going to be working at a senior living community. They also have a memory care unit for people with like dementia and Alzheimer's, which I find absolutely fascinating, and I'll be working as a CNA there, and also plan on getting certified to deliver medication. So I'll be doing that a couple times a week. I'll have my classes, and now I'll be posting on YouTube again. So kind of going off of all that, what do I want this channel to be? Like, I'm coming back, I'm saying I've had a shift. What's it gonna be now? So I really want this channel to be a documentation of my life. I want to do day in the life type videos, lifestyle videos, and less of these like sit down talking videos, more kind of just like bringing you along what's going through my head, sort of just like a video diary. And I want to continue to document it as I move out of undergrad into PA school, into my future. I don't know, I just have so much fun connecting with people online, and it's such a good creative outlet for me, and you make time for what's important important to you, and I really care about my mental health and well-being and also making the most out of the opportunities I've been given, and this platform is definitely something I want to take advantage of. So I know that a lot of people initially followed me from my video that went viral when I was living in Germany, studying abroad, learning how to speak German, all that kind of stuff, and I want to put it out there that this is not going to be the focus of this channel anymore. And so I know that so many of those people who initially subscribed to me from that video have stuck with me, even though I haven't been posting for over a year. But I just wanted to say that the content is going to be different. I've grown and changed as a person, and I don't want to have to force myself to stay within a certain niche just because that's where most of my followers came from, if that makes sense. So if you're interested in just following my life, seeing what I do at school, in my day-to-day, what my thoughts, feelings, interests are, my perspectives on the world, that's what this channel is going to be. So if that interests you, stick around. With that said, in honor of the new year, I want to put out some of my New Year's resolutions, my goals for this channel, and goals for my personal life. So my number one New Year's resolution this year was actually to improve my Spanish. So I am still very interested in language learning, and it has played a key part of my life for as long as I can remember. Like, I was taking Spanish classes in, I think, 3rd grade, but I really haven't, again, brought it to its full potential. And my boyfriend that I mentioned earlier, his whole family is from Argentina, and I had the privilege of meeting all of them last year. And while being there, I don't know, I just felt so guilty that I couldn't fully communicate with them in their native language. And also, I just want that for myself. Like, I want to be bi or trilingual. I think connecting with people on a personal level with language is such an amazing thing, and I know it'll open up so many opportunities for me. So I've committed to studying Spanish every single day. So if anyone has tips or resources, please comment them, because I really want to become fluent in Spanish and be able to communicate with so many new people. So that's something I'll hopefully be documenting on this channel as well. Next up, another big priority for me that I've mentioned a couple times is fitness and wellness. I've made a couple videos on this channel about like the gym and healthy eating, stuff like that. I love it so much. It plays such a big role in my life. I always feel my best when I move daily, I eat healthy, I feel strong. So over the past year, I've really focused on building a lot of muscle in the gym. And a big goal for me this year is also to improve my running. I go through phases like in and out with running, but I really want to commit to continuously running and train and complete a half marathon. And then also just committing to eating mostly whole, healthy foods, because it's what makes me feel my best, and I'm doing it for my future self. And this has truly become a lifestyle for me and not just like a diet or a phase or anything like that. It's just so important to me to have this as a routine, and yeah, I want to be able to share that on here too. And then the last thing that I put on my New Year's resolution list is to prioritize my relationships. So whether that's my boyfriend, my friends, my family, I really want to spend more time with people. I have a tendency to be a little bit introverted, although some of my friends would say otherwise, but they bring out the extrovert in me. But I get my energy from being alone, spending time with myself. I kind of have to like recharge to hang out with people for a long period of time, if that makes sense. But I really want to say yes to more things in this new year. I feel like 2025 is like such a good year. Like, I don't know. It just feels like a big year. I probably say that every year. But I really want to commit to my relationships and continuing to grow them, spend more time with the people I love, and meet new people. And again, like open up opportunities for myself. We're becoming the best version of ourselves in 2025 is basically what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I'm like forgetting anything. I feel like this video was so scattered. Oh, I dyed my hair. That's new. I dyed my hair darker. Just needed to switch it up, you know? It kind of still looks blonde, but it's darker than it was. But yeah, I feel like that's all I have to share. I really just wanted to make this sit-down video to say that I'm back, and I'm really excited to continue to share my life online and really make the most of this channel and have it blossom into its full potential. So I want to thank you to those who have stuck with me over a year without posting. It means so much to me, and it means so much to me that people actually care about the things I have to say and what I put out. So thank you. Again, comment anything below that you have to say, any video ideas you'd be interested in seeing. Oh, and don't forget to comment some language learning resources, because I need the help if I'm gonna lock in on Spanish. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I promise I will see you so soon. Happy New Year, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye guys.